guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I have the Witch's Roots unboxed, but before we get into that, first I would like to welcome anyone new to the channel. I do tons of different things on here. I do unboxings, I do a candle review series, I do witchy hauls, thrift hauls, I do chatty videos about things that are on my mind and tons of stuff like that. I just got done doing a bunch of stuff for Halloween, and then before that I did a few camping vlogs. But today, again, as I said, we are doing a Witch's Roots unboxing. So if any of that sounds interesting to you at all, please subscribe down below. So if you do not know about the Witch's Roots, it is a pagan-based subscription box, and it is usually based around a different herb every month. This company is called the Witch's Moon, and they do have 3 different tiered boxes. This is the lowest end box, which I believe is $29 a month. I do not know if they're going to up the price because of all the shipping price problems going on right now with US Postal Service upping their prices. It might a couple dollars, but if not, it's $29 a month. If it has changed, I'll let you know down below. I did pay for this box with my own money. This is not sponsored at all. I just really enjoy this box and want to share it with you guys. I believe this month's theme was based around tarot, but I cannot remember offhand. But we will just get right into this box. Ignore all the claw marks on my hand. It is from Luna. She is really hyper these days, so she has been playing a lot and she likes to attack my hands and typical kitten stuff, obviously. Oh, they're using a much thicker string on this than usual. Luna usually steals the strings from these, so I'm sure she'll enjoy that. This tells us all the information about everything in the box. We will look at this last, so I'm going to just set that aside. Alright, and our first couple items tell me that I was definitely right about the theme for this month, which is tarot. Now, they always have really gorgeous artwork in this box, and this is no exception. It is about the tarot, so we've got the minor arcana and then the major arcana. If you do not know what that means, basically the minor has the 4 different suits or houses of cards depending on what you refer to them as, which we have swords, wands, cups, and pentacles. And the major arcana would be stuff like the magician, the tower, the high priestess, the lovers, death, fortune, stuff like that. So there is both of those. Again, these are very gorgeous. I use these. I put them in my Book of Shadows, and then the herbal ones I put in my herbal grimoire because they're very beautiful. They're very nicely done. So there is both of those. It shows you a little bit of information about each of the major arcana, and then the minor arcana, it's just got like one word for each one. There is those. Then the next item is our herbal grimoire artwork, and it is about dandelion. Very nice. I really like dandelion. I like dandelion tea and dandelion water. Dandelion has a lot of health benefits, not just, you know, stuff for witchcraft and paganism and stuff, but it also is very healthy for you in general, which is a shame why so many different companies aim towards killing dandelions, because you should definitely keep them. They are not a weed. They're a very, very good plant. But anyways, there's some information about that. Hopefully the glare from my light isn't too bad and you guys can actually see that. It looks like you can. I've been working on my lighting setup quite a bit, and it looks like it's gonna work out how I've got it currently. And again, if you can hear noise in the background, it is Luna. She is running from one end of the room to the other. Oh, here she comes to inspect. Anyway, so there's the artwork for that. Very beautiful, which I'm assuming this means we will have a bag of dandelion somewhere in here. Set that aside. You gonna help, Luna? She has located the string on the pamphlet, and now she wants it. Give me 1 second to Luna. Let me take this off for her so she can play, and then we will get right back to the video. We'll let go. Yes, I know you want it. I know you do. Let me untie it, please. Alright, here. You can play with this on the floor. Yep, up. Come on. Luna. Down here. Good girl. Sorry about that. Let's get right back into the video. This is the candle for the month. They do send you a beeswax candle every month, and I do really enjoy their candles. They burn really nicely, and since they are hand rolled, you can easily add in herbs and oils or even parchment or whatever you like into them because they come unrolled very easily, like so. So you can put whatever you need in it to enhance your candle, and they do burn very, very nice. I love these candles. These are the half size. If you get any of the other tiers, they are full-size candles. These are the mini ones. And this one, I don't know quite how it's coming across on camera, but it is a very beautiful royal purple. Set that aside. Next up, we do indeed have a bag of dandelion, which they have labeled wild endive, which is dandelion. It's just another name for it. There's a pretty decent bag of that. Then next up we have the oil for the month. They used to always send glass droppers or spray nozzles with these, and I noticed they have not in quite some time, and I don't know if there's a reason for that. I don't know if they plan on doing that again, but they used to always send one with these. Just no big deal. This month's is just called Tarot. Give it a shake before we smell it. I almost feel like I smell cherry in it. I think there's definitely cherry in here. I smell cherry. If there's not cherry in here, I will be shocked. It's either cherry or some sort of berry, but it smells very reminiscent of cherries. But I know there are a few other things that kind of smell like that, so I could be wrong, but that's what it smells like. I can't quite tell what is floating around in here. Too hard to tell. I almost feel like I see some jasmine buds, and I see our Lumerian Quartz in there. I can't tell what else is in here, but there's definitely a cherry scent to that, so we'll have to read more about that shortly. Then next up we have this month's incense, which says Dark Nights. My only qualm with these incenses, they don't list what's actually part of the scents. I would like to know what the scent profile is, but I actually like these. I don't know quite how to describe them though. I kind of want to, let's say that they smell like, if you go into a florist that has a lot of eucalyptus mixed in with the flowers, it kind of smells like that. Very Renaissance Festival-esque, like just a mix of floral and herbal scent. I really like it. I wish I could describe that better to you guys, but that's the best I can do. Then it looks like we just have 2 items left. So the next up is a stone, which they usually always send a stone. I think there's only 1 or 2 times they didn't. And it's got a tiny bit of purple. I'm gonna put it on my desk since my desk is white. Maybe you guys will be able to see it. You can't really see it that well. Here, hold on. Let's use this. No, yeah, it's not really showing up on camera, which isn't surprising because it is very, very little purple. It's mostly clear with like a well, you can kind of see it with like a purple smoke down at this end. I'm gonna assume this is amethyst. If it is a very clear amethyst. It's very pretty, but it's very, very muted. So we'll have to double check if that's indeed what that is. I think it is. It's just a very clear one. Definitely has a little bit of purple in it. The last item in the box, which is very tiny, and it is the Everyday Witch Tarot Mini by Deborah Blake, artist by Elizabeth Alba. I don't really care for mini cards because I have very large hands, and since I have large hands, smaller things are awkward for me, which that's my own fault, but let's see what these look like, shall we? Now, growing up, I used to read oracle cards, and I really got an attachment to them, and I thought for sure that oracle cards would be what I liked most for divination. But when I got my first tarot deck, I fell in love with tarot. And I've tried other things, like I've got runes, I've tried osteomancy a bit, and obviously I've tried oracle cards, but I really like tarot cards. For some reason, they just really speak to me. It's my preferred tool, so I'm always excited to get another tarot deck. So first, the backside of this has a black cat, a witch's hat, and a broom on a blue and star print. Very, very cute. So it looks like we have witches doing several different things. We'll just kind of look through these. There's the Fool. Very classic witch portrait, so to speak. She's just on a broom with striped leggings and combat boot. I will put pictures of some of these on my Instagram, so if you want to follow my Instagram, that information will be down below. Got the Magician, the High Priestess, the Empress. I just kind of want to flip through these for a second to kind of get a feel for the kind of witches they depict. I do wish that tarot would be more inclusive. I feel like most tarot decks are depictive of white women or white men, and I wish they would do more. Oh, she's possibly not white. I just wish they were more inclusive. I wish other people could see themselves in these. There are a few decks nowadays that are that way, but not that many, and I feel like we need to realize as a society that witches are not just white women. They're actually a lot of different races and nationalities, and so they should reflect that. It does look like there's some representation, not much, which is sad, but it is a pretty deck nonetheless. It is definitely depictive of like the typical rendition of a witch with stripes, a cape, and a black hat, which we all know that witches look all different. But this is definitely a cute deck. I like that the artwork kind of reminds me of like old storybook drawings. And there are 2 little ad cards in here, which are about the full set deck, or full size deck I should say. They're definitely really cute. I do like them. It is a nice item to get in one of these boxes. I like getting stuff like this as opposed to, you know, extra crystals or extra herbs or extra oils or candles or whatever. I'd prefer something like this. I'd like getting a tool. That is the last item in the box, so we're going to go through everything really quickly and get some more information on it. I was kind of disappointed in some of the past boxes. This one I am not. I really like this one. The first item they have listed is the Dandelion Leaf or Wild Endive. There's that. I definitely suggest reading up on Dandelion, you guys. It is very good for you. Then next up we have the Dandelion Herbal Grimoire artwork. Stunning as always. Then we have the Everyday Witch Tarot by Deborah Blake. Again, I do really like it. It is really pretty. I do wish tarot decks would start being more inclusive because everybody is welcome in this practice and that needs to be reflected. Then we have the Tarot Major and Minor Arcana Book of Shadows artwork, which of course is right here. Then we have the Tumbled Amethyst crystal. So it is an amethyst. This one is very clear and it just has a light purple, but that is perfectly fine. This one will be good for a lot of things because it'll be so easy to see through. So I don't mind having one that is a little more clear. Then we have the Divine Connection mini spell candle, which was the royal purple candle. And we have the Tarot Magic Anointing Oil. Let's see what is in this one. Jasmine, almond, cherry, sandalwood, and patchouli oils with wild cherry bark, blue lotus, and jasmine herb. So I was right about the cherry. I was right about the jasmine. The almond kind of makes sense because I don't know if you've ever smelled something with almond and cherry and it gives out like this certain scent. That's how I knew it was it right away. And then of course we have a Lumerian Quartz. I do really like the smell of this one. It is very reminiscent of something and I wish I could put my finger on it, but again, I could definitely smell the cherry in this 100%. You can smell the almond. I don't know that you can smell the patchouli, but you can kind of smell the sandalwood, and I could definitely see the jasmine buds in it, so that's how I knew there was going to be jasmine in here. But there is that. And then last but not least, we have the Dark Knight's Ritual Incense, which of course they don't list what's in them. So that is this month's Witch's Roots box, which was the tarot collection. I definitely really liked this box. I had been getting a little disappointed in some of their past boxes. Not so much the last one, but the ones before that. So I definitely really liked this one. There's not been one that I don't like, don't get me wrong. I've liked all of them without a doubt. If I didn't like it, I wouldn't keep getting it. But I definitely was starting to get a little disappointed, but I really liked this one. They definitely have not gotten this kind of stuff from them before. Then again, I've only been getting them for about a year and a half now, or maybe even a little bit more at this point. I might be almost up to 2 years. I really enjoy their box and I will continue to get it. If you guys are interested in it all, again, I will link all that information down below so you can check it out for yourself. And again, this box is not sponsored. I definitely paid for this with my own money. But if you guys want to check it out, feel free, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.